I went to the Brimfield Flea Market for the first time, and all I can say is, wow. Hey everyone, welcome to Philobox Comics. My name is Rich, and finally, I made it to the Brimfield Flea Market in Brimfield, Massachusetts after seeing, a zillion videos on how great it is from Mike over at Lunch Money Comics. And I gotta say, this was a roller coaster of a day emotionally as a comic collector. I'll have some stories for you guys in just a few moments, but I want to roll the footage of my first visit, and while that footage is playing, let me know how many keys did I miss. I'm usually pretty laser focused on my list and what comics I need, and I already saw one I passed by, so I'm sure you guys are going to find a few more. Alright, let's get into it. Let's roll it. The Brimfield Flea Market for the first time. Bright and early. Not everything is opened up yet, and it just keeps going and going. 6:20 a.m. First comics of the day. Looks like we have a lot of unbagged and boarded stuff. The comics are cold because it is cold out. Very cold out. I don't think anything is priced.
You're honest.
It might be stuff that's not priced at a certain price, and then stuff that is.
Or it might be just making them all.
Did we find anything in here? Well, I go by something, and you're like, dummy. You went right by it. I think I have the first issue of this. This glop. Flash book. Master Kung Fu 23. New Mutants. And some Marvel reprints in the back here. There's some negotiation behind us. Some Omega the Unknowns. I'm missing some of those issues. Found our second booth at $6.55. Some pricing is on the back, or not priced. Kind of random, kind of hard to get through here. It's hard to look at these books. Okay. So we found the better stuff in the back. Look what we found.
Since number 13 retired, folks, they've broken my heart pretty much every year. If we can keep Mr. Concussion, I call him the throwing Samoan. If we can keep him upright this year, we might be okay.
That's Tua, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely your better books.
He's a wonderful guy, great Christian, a giver in life, not a taker. He's got to learn to slide baseball style, not
get
a
walloped.
Small guy. You know the mold is your height.
Booth number 3, it is $7.05. Did not find anything. Well, that second booth, that Captain America 100 was $700, which is way more than I plan on spending on a book this morning. I think Lunch Money's hit this booth before. It looks... Oh, these are high number Tomb Raiders. Oh, that is a cover. I do like it when I'm at a vendor and there's things are priced. Start looking through it. Put my girlfriend to work.
Yes.
Star Wars. Not working on Star Wars at all, so we can... Wow, a lot of Star Wars. Issue number 63. I wouldn't mind seeing some old Supermans in here. It's, seems a little high.
Forgot all about us that quick.
Alright, well, I have a Hulk run finished. I don't need... Ooh. I have that book, but always cool to see Hulk and Submariner fighting in issue 118. Will I find something I'm looking for? And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. 138. Whatever that is. Oh, it's a little LP. It's a little record. I was trying to figure out what it was for a second. I just got that book in the collection. Rare. Terrible job filming. That's the one I just got from Kurt, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if I need that Spider-Man Annual 6, though. Guys, I just picked up a book, and you're not going to believe what I did. I will tell you in the video later. This looks like all newer stuff. I see what you mean. A lot of indies. Guys, some stuff that's priced. Alright, we found another booth. We're finding quite a few now on this side of the land. It doesn't seem like anything's priced, though. I cannot see what I'm filming right now at all. I have no idea what I'm filming. Sorry guys, the light is literally blasting my phone, so I don't know what...
Is that better?
No, you're not tall enough. That's a newsstand. I don't know what he wants in the books, though. Some booths are like $3 a comic, some booths are like price it as it is. I'll have to ask. Morning. How much are the comics?
Yeah, $5-10 a piece, depending on what comes out.
Okay. Found another booth. Comics $1 each. I don't think these are... Oh, these are comics down there. Just laying down. I'll stand them up. We can look through them. Looks like newer stuff, but you never know. Always go through dollar bins, right?
What about this? It's 35. 25. Right back.
Look who I found. Oh, Green Giant.
Wait, you're an antique sale. I get it. You're selling that wooden furniture that's kindling now for $300. No, you're not in the ballpark.
Ken was looking on this run.
There was one guy who took one look at the prices on the box and walked right away.
I did.
Right? You can't.
I walked away.
But yeah.
Because you feel bad offering $35 to $40 for it, which is the most you're going to pay for an $80 book.
Right.
I mean.
Well, no, if it's a legit $80 book, I'll offer it. You know.
No, you know what I mean.
Ballpark-ish.
At a flea market.
Well, yeah.
If you go to my Comic Con, of course you're going to pay top dollar because you paid top dollar to get in, and this guy traveled from a far distance to bring you high quality stuff. It's all a different thing than you're at a flea market. Are you selling these here or what? If you have questions, let me know.
Classic cover. Actually, I have two of those. I didn't know I had two until I was looking through my books, and I was like, I have two of these? Oh, first issue. These are all blank covers, I think. Yeah, some... Oh, DC, there you go. Silver Age Batman. I think that's the first appearance of the Reverse Flash. 139. My girlfriend found this. I don't have a way to play it because I do not have a Laserdisc player, but that is really cool to see. Old school Laserdisc technology. Size of a record. I thought it was a record at first.
So all the comics are this price.
Oh, $3 each. Oh, okay.
Anything, comics or the magazines, any of this stuff.
I need to start. Okay, so ignore the prices on the book.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
That makes it much easier. Well, now we're going to start over.
Yeah, right.
Well, I was like, I don't know if I want to get that book for him. But I was like, well, if it's actually that book, it's maybe
Whole pile with me.
Okay. Buy more, say more, right?
Bill was signing on the show yesterday. Mick Jagger.
I don't think I'll be filling a box, but
Half Seinfeld show. No volunteer participation the other day. Mick Jagger.
they are $3 each or 4 for $10.
That's what the answer.
There's some good books in here. There's a lot of books I already have. This is Dynamic Force Edition. I actually read that. These are all...
Top 3 goalie.
I have some of these books. I mean,
Patrick Roy. Not Patrick Roy. That's Josh. That's all.
I just heard Patrick Roy and I had to laugh. That was me as a kid.
I don't know. Come on, you know this guy. Oh, probably like they for the Edmonton Oilers, and
That's the first appearance of Return of Jean Grey. Maybe not X Factor.
Jake this top 3 goalie all time. Played for the Edmonton Oilers, and
You see these all the time. Pope John Paul's.
signing at Mansfield, Mass.
That's actually, that works too.
Completely support you in that. I think that's the appropriate attitude to it.
Listen, can you check what time it is?
9:46.
So 2 hours and 45, 2.5 hours, and we're finally finding comics left and right.
And did my buddy tell you already? They're all half price.
These are all half price?
Half what they're marked.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, and silver is on the case too.
All right, well, I'm just found a massive selection of comic books. They are $5 each, or 3 for, all right, for 10. That's okay. So we're gonna go through this pile. I don't know where I am camera-wise. The light is absolutely destroying. All right, this is X-Men Micronauts. You got a wizard. X-Men #1. Alyssa. There it is. We see this all the time. The old X-Men #1. Wait for it. I did start peeking through this pile. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't have this one. I don't have that. X-Men 25. Classic cover. X-Men #11. I'll grab one of those. As we keep going. I'm sorry, I really can't see where we are camera-wise, guys. The sun is just killing everything. 2, 3, and there it is. All right. Book is clean. We also have a pile of She-Hulk books. So let's see what we got. 9, 1. Don't know where I'm filming. My apologies. Cannot see what I'm doing. The sun is blasting. They got a pretty full run though. The other issues into the 30s. 18, 16, number 50. Cool book. 25, 26. Great cover. 3, 33. 43? I might grab just 43. I think that's a cool cover. 45, 48, 49. That's Incredible Hulk. That's Incredible Hulk. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm way off camera. I really can't see. 2, 33, 30, 31, 28, 29. 43 is a cool cover. We are still digging through the 3 for $10 box, and I found a Venom vs. Wolverine series, which I've never read, or nor do I own. They have 1 through 3. I started digging through this Corona box. And again, my apologies if you can't really see what I'm looking through because the lighting here is not the vendor's fault, of course. That is a great issue. Oh, got toasted on the corner though. I have like 3 copies of that, but that's a great book. I don't remember if Deadpool's in this book. Nope, just fighting. Oh, Wolverine Origins. I think issue number 10's one I've never had. Ah, dang it. I think my buddy Ken needs this. My buddy Ken needs this. I think. I'm grabbing it for him. I always see Lunch Money grab these. It's a little dinged up though. Found a random box of comics that I see some Spideys and whatnot, so I'm just gonna dig in. As you saw, I got some good deals on some incredible books. But the day started a little rough. My girlfriend and I could barely find any comics in like the first 3 hours. On my second purchase, I tape pulled one of my books. More on that in just a bit. The Flash 139 you saw in the footage, I did not get that. I would love to get the first Reverse Flash, but the price on the book was $450. I had no idea what that book cost was in that condition, so I started looking up recent eBay sales. And the dealer asked, hey, what you doing? I'm like, look, I don't know what this book goes for, so I'm looking up recent sales. I have nothing to hide. He asked if he could see my phone. I showed him, and he saw his eBay and said, all the prices are fake. Everything there is a scam. And I said, well, what do you want to go by? He said, this site. And I was like, well, how do I know that's, accurate too? And he said, because my friend created it. At that point, I realized we're not going to be able to make a deal, fill the box out. Things got so much better shortly after that. What did I get? Well, it's time for What's in the Box? What's in the Box? It's still comics. It's my Brimfield doll. Here we go. This was actually from the first vendor I visited. I asked him how much were the comics. He said $3 each. I looked at my wallet and I had a $1 bill in like all 50s. He saw me looking. He's like, what do you got? I'm like, I got big bills and $1. He took $1, so thank you very much. Got one issue left of Omega the Unknown that I need. I want to say it's issue number 8. It's a pretty nice shape too. I wonder if I missed anything else in that box. Too late now. I did end up getting the Tomb Raider books you saw me go through. Issue 33 and 45. They were $6 each. The dealer gave them to me for $10 total. I'm going to get this back here and just say it's very cold where Lara Croft is, and then apparently it's very hot where she is in this. This is issue 33 and 45, and sexy variants tend to command a little premium. I had no idea these were like $20 to $25 variants. They were just issues I needed, and they were interesting covers, so I grabbed them both. I did also end up grabbing another book from that dealer. I did get Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 6. And this is the tape pool. When I had finished purchasing the book, when I first was looking at the book, there was this weird piece of tape and I ripped it, and there was like this little bitty piece of tape left that didn't feel sticky, so I gave it a quick tug, and I should have folded it over, but I didn't, and the tape caught the Spider-Man book right there on his ankle. You can see it. There's a white splotch right there. I knew it too. When I put the flap over, I saw it right, and I was like, no. And I actually swore under my breath walking out, and I felt bad because the vendor thought I was mad at her. I was like, no, it's me. I tape pulled the book. It has nothing to do with you. Lesson learned number 1. No matter how small a piece of tape it is, even if it doesn't feel sticky, you got to rip it off. I should have just folded over and stuck it to itself. This really put me in a bad mood. And I'm sorry, my girlfriend's sure going to watch this. My apologies. Just tape pulling a book you just bought. This has never happened to me, and thankfully it wasn't a $1,000 book or it wasn't something huge, but it was a book I paid $20 for. That was more than $20 when I bought it. Now it is a probably $20 book. And then, whoops, I dropped my comic list. Did not find comics for what felt like hours, maybe 2 hours. I mean, we found comics, but I couldn't find anything I wanted. There was stuff that was overpriced, significantly overpriced, way above retail, or just stuff that was just not stuff I was looking for. So I came to a dealer that had a little pile of comics, and she wasn't a comic dealer, and she just had some random comics there, and I found Conan 13 and 6, 2 early Bronze Age. I said how much? She said $4 each, and I was like, sure, why not? I was literally desperate to buy some comics at that moment, because the parking and admission to get in the fields, it's not free to park at the Brimfield Flea Market, and they do charge you to get into certain fields. That cost was more than what I paid in comics. And I'm sure you guys have felt that. Going to a convention, when you've paid more to get in than when you've actually bought, after a few hours, you start to feel like, whew, I wasted time and money doing this. This was not worth it. And that's where I was. However, luck started to turn around very soon. You saw this in a video. I ended up buying it, or my girlfriend bought it for me for $5, a Terminator Laserdisc. I'm a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, huge Terminator fan. I have no way of playing this, but I thought it was pretty cool and something I could put up by my video collection. And also least of A, because it got better after that. The next dealer I went to, and you saw the footage of this, I bought 8 books. They were $3 each, or 4 for $12. First one I got, alphabetical order, Action Comics number 765. This is a really neat cover with Superman, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. When I saw the 3 of them on the cover, I was like, yeah, we're grabbing that. I already have this book. I don't know if this one's in better condition. I'll have to check later, but this is such a great cover. Captain America 332, Cap No More. I thought I had a different cover of this. Turns out I don't. This was a dupe of Daredevil number 1 by Kevin Smith. Oops. This one is in better shape than the one I have. This is Hulk 272, the second comic appearance of Rocket Raccoon. I think he appears on the first page, and then a great fight between Hulk, Sasquatch, and Wendigo. Is it Sasquatch from Alpha Flight? Is that his name? I'm drawing a blank. This was just something I grabbed because I'm a huge Hulk guy. Indestructible Hulk number 1. This is a sketch cover by Jeff Lorenz. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, an original sketch cover with the leader, doing one of these? Yeah, we'll get that. I have Justice Society of America number 1, but I have never seen this cover before in the wild, so variant cover, sign me up. And now a weird story on this title. The Long Shot miniseries, which is 6 issues. I used to own issue 2, 3, 5, and 6 that I found in a Philobox sale, and I saw the pricing of issue number 1 and was like, you know what? I'm probably never going to finish this, so I ended up moving on from it. And then I ended up finding issue number 1 in a Philobox sale. So I have issue number 1, and then because Spidey and the She-Hulk were on here, I grabbed this. So somehow I went from owning issues 2, 3, 5, 6 to issues 2, 1, and 4. Only me, guys. Last issue I grabbed, just because classic cover, Star Trek number 1, the DC Star Trek. I think does it jump over to Marvel eventually, or I don't remember. Business is about to pick up in just a moment. The next dealer, I found some cool books. They were the 50% off guys that you heard in the video. I grabbed Werewolf by Night's 11, 34, 36, 38, 40, and 42. Oh, lower to mid-grade, but I'm working on a Werewolf by Night run, so I figured, why not? You can see the corners dinged up top. So I grabbed these. But as I was talking to these guys, they mentioned that somebody around the corner was selling a collection. I'm like, okay. They said, we didn't find anything. It was mostly 90s stuff, but, maybe it's worth checking out. Well, I did. And this will be lesson number 2. Great cover, by the way. Second to last issue, Iron Man and Werewolf by Night. Lesson number 2. Don't judge a book by its cover, because this is where I got my biggest finds. When you first went to that, it's the vendor that had the long, just tons of unbagged and unboarded stuff. And I was finding the Hulk books, or She-Hulk books, should I say, and the X-Men books. They were $5 each, or 3 for $10. And at first glance, you see a bunch of 90s stuff, modern stuff, a lot of books you would normally see in 50-cent to dollar bins, so I can see where somebody might just go real quick. I decided I'm going to spend some time here and dig, and I wished I caught the footage of me going to the X-Men box, because I think that's where I found my 3 biggest books. I ended up getting 12 books for $40. What did I get? You saw a few of them, so I'm going to go in alphabetical order for the most part. Found Sensational She-Hulk number 40. Sensational She-Hulk number 43. Great cover. And the weird thing is, in the video I talk about She-Hulk covers, gotta grab those. And then I passed up on Hulk 441, which is the homage to Pulp Fiction, which is what, a $40 and $50 book? You know what? I honestly don't care, though. Somebody else came in there right after I did, probably grabbed the book. Great, good for him. He also found a Hulk 377 second printing, so good. I'm happy for him. Up next, we have Tooth and Claw, Venom vs. Wolverine 1 through 3. This is a series I've never read. I like me some Venom. I like me even more some Wolverine, so I'm looking forward to reading that. My buddy Ken, who will be watching this video, I know you need a few Wolverine issues. I think you've told me you need the one where he fights Deadpool, so I hope you need 155 because I grabbed it for you. If you don't need it, then I got a dupe. This was the first book I found that was a key. And I did not expect to find keys, which, again, I may have been judging a book by its cover just a little bit. I wish I filmed this X-Men box because that's where I found my first key, X-Men 244, the first appearance of Jubilee. And when I saw that in there, my mind started going, whoa, what else is in there? What else is in there? We'll get to that in a moment. This is the one book that was kind of a filler book. This was book number 12 because this is where I wish I took the Hulk 441 over this. This is X-Men 393, Death of Colossus. Spoiler alert! You saw me grab these in the video, so I won't spend a lot of time on these. X-Men number 4, which is a little weird on the corner. I don't know what's going on in there. I couldn't see any damage, some kind of weird misprint. I don't know. It's a newsstand. It's a cool book. First Omega Red. Classic Jim Lee cover. And then just also a classic cover. Rogue and Gambit, about to get it on. Never owned this book. It's one of those books I didn't want to pay like $10 or $15 for, but $3.33, sure. All right, the two big books I pulled from this area. The first one, and this was pretty close to the first appearance of Jubilee, and I think I got laser focused on finding this book that my mind was just like, oh my gosh, I found a key. It's X-Men 266, the first appearance of Gambit. It does have 2 light stress marks in it that could be pressed out. This is going in the PC, not the CGC, so whatever. I have 3 copies now because I just love collecting first appearances, so it was really cool to find that. And what's a little funny with X-Men 266, after I found the first Jubilee and the first Gambit, I'm like, there's good stuff in here, and I'm probably missing books because I don't know a lot of modern stuff. I need to get Mike from Lunch Money Comics over here, so I got him on the phone, and he's like, what did you find? And I was like, I found an X-Men 266 at a 3 for $10 sale, and he's like, how does everybody keep finding first Gambits at the Brimfield Flea Market? I think Josh from Buzz Comics found a Gambit first appearance for like $1 last year or the year before. Anyway, my directions sucked. I don't think he ever found the booth, so Mike, I'm sorry. I had no idea where I was. I was a little bit overwhelmed and tired that morning, so my apologies. So the last book, let's talk about this. I got the issues reversed in my head about this book. This was part of the 3 for $10. In my head, Alan Moore's first work on Swamp Thing was somewhere in the late 30s. The first appearance of John Constantine was like issue 19 or 20. Swap it around, because this was actually the biggest find for me. And this is a book I've wanted, but didn't really want to pay the money for it. This is Swamp Thing number 37, the first appearance of Constantine. I had no idea. Honestly, had no idea that was his first appearance. I didn't actually find out till I was driving home. I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, can you look up Swamp Thing 37? I feel like this is a bigger book than I realize. And it was his first appearance. So when people ask, how do people not know which book is that? Or even I say sometimes, guys, how did somebody not know that was, this first appearance? I didn't know that was Constantine's first appearance. I just remembered seeing that book on Facebook Marketplace somewhere for $50. I guess it was a pretty beat copy, because this is a nice copy. This is probably a 9.2. It's in nice shape. It's in really nice shape. And I was like, wow, I can't believe that. Also going in the PC, not the CGC. So this is by far my biggest flea market find ever in my life. I've never had a score really ever at a flea market, and to find 2 first appearances for under $10 was awesome. The dealer, when he rang me up, looked at him, put him down, and as you guys have said on previous videos, it's not my job to say, hey, that book's worth more than $4, that book's worth more than $4. They had a special section of price stuff that they pulled out that they said were the key issues, so there's that. But I'm not done yet. We have one more example of don't judge a book by its cover. The last vendor I found, and this was the last video in the footage, the books, a lot of them were water damaged. They were dirty. So I was like, you know what, if I can do some cleaning, maybe I can, if I can do some cleaning, I can make these books look nice, but maybe I'll find some good books in here as well. And I did. I found 4 of the dirty books, but I cleaned them up, and the first one's an issue I did not have. It's probably a 4. I don't care. I own it now. Marvel Team Up 141. This is the first time the black costume shows up in Marvel Team Up. I already have this issue. This is a dupe of Shazam number 1, but I have duplicates of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whenever I trade or sell or trade and sell that, somebody can have number 1 now in Reed League storyline. Speaking of first appearances of the black costume, Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. And again, these are like 4.0s. You can see there's a little bit of staining on Spidey. I did shoot a short of me cleaning this book. I'm going to put it up probably next week. You're going to see just how gross it was. Actually, if you look at the knife here, it's a little discolored. It was literally black before I got cleaning it. My fingers were just black. It was kind of gross, I'm not going to lie. And then the last book I grabbed is a book I don't own. It's got some water staining. It's in rough shape. I was like, you know what? I don't have it. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, number 1. This is the first appearance of Firestar. So what did I pay for these 4 books? Well, he said they're $3 each or 4 for $10. And these 4 books, even if they are lower mid-grade for $10, I was like, sure, why not? Sign me up, so I grabbed them. Time for the breakdown. I got 36 books and spent $139 total. However, the Brimfield Flea Market, as mentioned, is not free, so we got to add another $40, which makes the total $179. The Swamp Thing 37 and X-Men 266 totally made it worth it. So would I go again? My girlfriend asked me that. Take out the Swamp Thing and X-Men books, that whole sale, would it be worth it? Yeah, probably. I think I would go again, especially as the next one rolls around. I'll get that little itch to go, so yes, I would go again. It was very interesting to see how the comics were priced. Some were way overpriced, usually by dealers. A lot were at fair market value, which is, of course, fair. And then there were the comics that were just way under fair market value. Either the person just wanted to unload them or maybe didn't know what they had. All right, let's wrap it up. Have you ever been to the Brimfield Flea Market? Did you score anything big there? Was it a bust? Does this video make you want to check it out? Or do you want to stay home? Drop a comment down below. Very curious on what keys I missed and your thoughts overall. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to become part of the Fill-A-Box community. Till next time, keep on filling a box.